Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we've got another Pilates session, and today I'm going to be doing a beginner's Pilates session. So today we're just going to be really working on the basics of Pilates, breathing, doing a few exercises that are really good just to start you off in Pilates. So I really hope you enjoy. If you are new to my channel and you like fitness, lifestyle, clean motivational videos, then do hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to grow my channel and I'd love to have your help and support in doing so. So let's get straight on in today. So to begin with, what we want to do is we want to stand up nice and straight in a neutral spine position. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand with our feet hip width apart, toes facing forwards, making sure that your toes are nice and spread out, rolling those shoulders back and down. You want to just tilt your pelvis down slightly so that your coccyx is pointing to the floor, and just rolling those shoulders back, engaging those abdominal muscles, just really sort of pulling in that belly button and just really having that strong standing position. So this is where we sort of want to start, making sure that our bum is pointing slightly down, not arching the back or going too forward. You want to be nice and straight. You should feel it working in the lower back as you put that coccyx down slightly. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to start with breathing. We're going to put our hands on our ribs. And we're going to take a deep breath in. So you take a deep breath in, you want to engage those abdominal muscles still, pulling in that pelvic floor muscle, which is the wee muscle that you sort of use to stop yourself going for a toilet when you really need to go. So you want to pull that in, and then you're going to breathe into your lungs and not your tummy. So you go. So here you're wanting to see a little gap form in between your fingers as they're together. Good, and another breath. And again. Really extending those lungs outwards, making those rib cage move out and in. Good, one more. Good, dropping our hands down to the side. Okay, now I want us just to slowly come up onto our toes, keeping the same position that we just had, pulling in those pelvic floors and also the abdominal muscles, and coming back down again. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, coming up. Inhale to come back down. Exhale to come back up. Really pulling in those pelvic floor muscles, abdominal muscles are pulled in. Coming back down again, breathing in. Exhale and up. Good, coming down, breathe. As we exhale, we're going to bring our arms up. And coming down to the side. Good, make sure when you're coming your arms down, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Let's do one more. Good, well done. So for our next exercise, keeping that same posture, tailbone slightly down, engaging the abdominal muscles, pulling in that pelvic floor muscles, nice strong start. We're going to raise our arms out to the side, and we're just going to do small arm circles to begin with, really working our arms and our shoulder mobility here. So we're just going to do nice circles. Good. Keep going. Just start to make those circles a little bit bigger, keeping the abdominals pulled in, the pelvic floor muscles engaged, keeping that strong core as we move our arms, trying to keep ourselves as steady as possible, just moving the arms until we're doing big full circles with the arms. Good. Now start to make them smaller. until we're doing those little small ones that we were doing at the beginning. Perfect. Drop the arms down, roll the shoulders back. That was great. We're going to do exactly the same, but we're going to circle the opposite way. So bringing our arms up, really engaging those core muscles, pulling in that pelvic floor muscles. And we're going to circle forwards this time. Again, nice small circles to begin with. And we're going to start to make them bigger. And bigger. Oh, you're feeling the burn in the arms now. Good. And we're going to make them smaller. And smaller. And smaller. Okay, just dropping those arms down. Just taking one arm across your body, pulling it over, just stretching those arms out that we've just worked. Good. Dropping those arms down, and the same on the other side. Good, well done. Just linking our hands behind us, and we're just going to pull our arms up. Really stretching out the shoulders and the chest area. Okay, just dropping those arms down. Coming to the end of your mat now. So for this we're going to do a few roll downs. So we want to start with our feet hip width apart, toes nice and separated, tailbone facing down to the floor, engaging those pelvic floor muscles and tummy muscles, shoulders away from the ears. Okay, so you take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you tilt your head down, then your shoulders, and you roll down your legs. Keep going all the way down, one vertebra at a time. Slight bend in your knees, and then you're just going to roll to the floor. Hold the stretch at the bottom, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to roll back up again, stacking that spine, one vertebra at a time on top of each other. Really feeling slow roll up. Shoulders go up and head comes up last. Good. Again, engaging, making sure our tummy muscles are pulled in. Strong stance. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, head goes down, then shoulders. Rolling down, really rolling down, separating those vertebrae. Feeling the roll in the spine. Coming down to the floor, holding the stretch. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and roll back up, stacking the spine on top of each other, really rolling that spine. Good. Shoulders back, head up last. Good. Let's do it again. And exhale. Rolling really slowly, feeling that stretch. Good, holding that stretch at the bottom. Perfect, take a deep breath in. And exhale to roll back up. Really feeling that roll in the spine, stacking it. One vertebra at a time. Shoulders back. Head up last. Okay, we're going to do one more, and this time we're going to stay on the mat once we're down. So take a deep breath in. Exhale. Really feel the roll. Holding in those tummy muscles, pelvic floor muscles are still engaged. Good, and then just coming on to your hands and knees. Okay, so now that we're on our hands and knees, you want our legs to be hip width apart, feet nice and flat. Hands underneath your shoulders, pulling in that belly button and bringing in the pelvic floor muscles. Perfect. So to begin with, we're going to do the cat stretch. So we're going to push our spine up, dishing our back, really pushing up like an angry cat. Good. Coming back to neutral spine, pushing that bum out slightly. And pushing back up into angry cat. Good. Coming back down, making that back nice and flat. Putting in those pelvic floor muscles and tummy muscles. Belly button in, going back up. Good. coming back down. Perfect. Another one. Pushing up. Head looking down in between your hands. Keeping your head nice and neck nice and straight. Good. And let's do one more. Really pushing up. And coming back down. Good, well done. Staying in our hands and knees position. We're going to do opposite arm to leg, okay? So you want to try and slide opposite an arm to leg out across the floor, really lengthening that leg and arm and coming back to the beginning. Really engaging those abdominal muscles, pelvic floor muscles, pulled in the other leg and arm. Go out, really lengthening and coming back in. Perfect. Let's just keep alternating arms and legs, really lengthening the leg as you push it out and in. You really want to try and keep your hips nice and straight. You're just taking the arm and leg out and there's no movement within the sort of torso area. It is just the arms and the legs moving. You want to keep your hips nice and straight as well. Good. Keep doing the alternating legs, opposite arms to legs. Good. Trying to keep that balance, nice, controlled movement. Perfect. Let's do one more on each side. Good, well done. We're going to come on to our tummies now. Good, so I want us to have our hands just by our shoulders here. Okay, so nice and flat, legs nice and strong. Putting in that tummy button and also the pelvic floor muscles. We're going to push up into our hands and then coming back down, lifting our head off the floor. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, lifting the head off the floor, pushing into the arms. Good. But keeping the arms fairly low, so I'm not straightening the arms at all. Deep breath in. Exhale, pushing up. Good, shoulders really far away from the ears, pushing them away from the ears as we do this. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, pushing up. And coming back down, good. You should feel this in the back and the arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and coming back up. Perfect. And down. And up. And down and up, keeping the head nice and straight, neck nice and straight as well. We don't want to be sort of kinking our neck at all. We just want to keep it nice and straight with the body. Good. And let's do one more. Good, well done. Then we're just going to come up into child pose. Stretching out. Perfect, just feel that stretch. Just relax here for a minute. You can have your legs wider if you need to as well. Good, well done. Coming back to your tummy. We're going to keep our hands here and our head down on the mat this time, just relaxing the top half of our body. We're going to be working on the legs, so one leg at a time. I want you to lift it off the floor, lengthening the leg and bringing it back down. Good. The other leg, lifting up and down. Good. Other leg, up and down. Good. Keep alternating your legs as you go up and down. Really pulling in that pelvic floor muscles and also your abdominal muscles, and remember to breathe. Really lengthening the leg as you lift it. Good. Good, let's do one more on each leg. Perfect, well done. Coming on to your side. Okay, so we're just going to, you can either have your hand resting on your, your head resting on your hand, or you can have your head lying down, whichever you prefer. You want to have a slight angle of the legs in front of you just for balance. You want to take one leg up to the side, and we're going to lift up and down, up and down. Good. Keep going. Good. Keeping those abdominals pulled in, pelvic floor muscles always engaged. We're going to hold it up and we're going to pulse. And pulse. And pulse. Good, and then go back to full movement, up and down. Good. Perfect, then just rolling back to your tummy, coming up. We're just going to take that leg that we just worked, we're going to place it through the arm, so it's like threading it through. We're going to sit down on that leg and just stretch forward, a really nice stretch for the hip, tilting the other hip downwards into the mat. Good, well done. Now we're going to do exactly the same on the other side, so coming round onto your side. Again, choosing the position that's most comfortable for you, slightly forwards in the legs, perfect. And lift that top leg up and down. Really engaging those abdominal muscles, keep us nice and strong as we're lifting that leg up. Good, and hold. And pulse. And pulse. Good, well done. Then back to full movement. Keep going, you can do it. Keeping yourself really strong in that core. Remember to breathe in through the nose and out of the mouth. Good. Let's do two more. 1, 2. Good, well done. Now we're going to come back up onto our hands and knees, just threading that leg through and just stretching the hip out. And just hold that stretch for a little while. Breathing in through your nose and out of your mouth, trying to stretch further down into that stretch. And then coming back up. And we're just going to go onto our backs now. Laying down on our backs. Perfect. So for the first exercise on our backs, we'll take our legs into tabletop position, shoulders away from the ears. Nice strong legs, slight gap in between your legs, okay? So, first movement, we're going to engage our abdominals, pulling in our pelvic floor muscles. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tap one foot on the floor and come back up. Exhale, tap the other foot on the floor and come back up. Good, breathing in. Exhale and tap that foot. Coming back up. And tap the other foot. Good. Keeping that strong core. Tap that foot down and up. Good. Tap and up. Perfect. Keeping that really strong tabletop position as we're tapping the other foot down. Good, you want to keep your hips nice and controlled, torso nice and still. Just tapping that foot down. Engaging those abdominal muscles, pelvic floor muscles are still pulled up. Good. Let's do 2 more on each side. So 1 and 2. Good, well done. Just bringing those knees to your chest and rocking from side to side. Perfect. Now coming back down, putting the legs on the floor this time. For this next move, what I want you to do is have your hands on your legs here, and I want you to push your hands to your knees and come back down. Good. Pushing your hands up your legs to your knees and coming back down. Good. Try and keep your pelvic floor muscles engaged as you do this. Good. And up and down. Shoulders away from the ears. Up and down. Good, let's do 2 more. 1, 2. Good, again just taking those knees to your chest and rocking from side to side. Perfect. Taking our legs back down, feet nice and firm on the floor, toes spread out, shoulders away from the ears. For the next exercise, you want to have your nice neutral spine position, nice strong legs, little gap in between your legs, toes as straight as you can. Have a little look. It's good if you have a mirror so you can see if you are straight. And then what we're going to do is we're going to implant our spine into the floor and come back up. So you push your spine onto the floor and let it go back to neutral, little gap in between the back and the mat. So pushing it into the mat and releasing, pushing into the mat and releasing. What you can do is you put your hand underneath and you can really push down to make sure that you're pushing into the mat and coming back. Good. Perfect. So that's the sort of movement we want for this next exercise. So you want to push our back into the mat and you want to roll your spine off the mat into a bridge position. Okay, take a deep breath in, exhale, and you want to imprint back into the mat. Nice flat spine, and then go back to neutral, that little gap in between the mat and your back. Okay, so we imprint into the mat. You're going to come off the mat into bridge, hold, really engage those abdominals, pulling in those pelvic floor muscles, and we're going to roll back down, imprinting onto the mat. Good, and then back to neutral spine. Perfect. Deep breath in. Exhale, push into the mat and roll off. Good. And exhale and coming back down. Imprinting and then coming back to neutral spine. Good, let's do 2 more. Good. print, neutral spine, and then one more. Good. Perfect, well done. So for the next exercise, what I want us to do is coming up to sit. Okay, so we're now going to roll like a ball. Now this one is actually a little bit tricky, but trust me, you will get it eventually. So what I want you to do is I want you to hold underneath your legs, okay? So you want you have your toes slightly off the floor, so you're kind of balancing. Make sure you have enough room behind you to do this, okay? So you want to roll backwards, nice and controlled, come back up to sitting without your feet touching the floor. Now it's really fun, okay? So you roll back, and then here. So you have to really use your tummy muscles to control the movement. You don't want to be flinging yourself around. It's a controlled roll. You're using those tummy muscles to bring you back up. You're not just throwing yourself backwards. Okay, so rolling backwards, nice and controlled, bringing yourself back up to the sitting position, feet off the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, rolling back. Coming back up. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale. If you're finding it hard, keep trying. It doesn't matter if your feet come onto the floor to begin with, okay? Just try and use those abdominal muscles as much as you can. But when you come up, to control that movement so that your feet don't touch the floor, okay? Just keep working on it. Perfect. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Good, well done. Okay, coming to sit cross-legged with me here on the mat. Great, we're going to work our waist a little bit now, so we're going to do the beach ball exercise, as I call it. So you're going to want to imagine that you're holding a ball in front of you and it's sort of shoulder width apart so that your hands stay here. Our aim is to twist at our waist, so we don't want to twist at our shoulders, just the waist. So what we want to do is twist the waist so our shoulders follow the waist movement, our hands follow the shoulders, and our head also stays center to the arms. Okay, so you twist, coming back, good, and twist, just really holding that beach ball. Good, just keeping yourself nice in line, just working that waist. Perfect. Good. Great. Keep going. Twisting. Good. And let's do 1 more on each side. 1, 2. Perfect. Just roll those shoulders back. Great. So we're going to do a butterfly stretch. We're going to put the feet together, bringing them as close as you can up to your bum, and then just pushing down into the mat with your elbows. Just feeling that stretch in between with the inside of the legs. Stretch. Now I want you to try and stand up without putting your hands on the mat, okay? So just using all your core muscles to stand back up. Okay, good, well done for standing up. Okay, so now we're just going to do a little quad stretch. Now if you need to hold a wall, please go ahead and do so. If you don't, if you feel like you can balance, then please do. Okay, so we're just going to take one leg up and just hold the quad. Good, really pushing the hips forwards, feeling that stretch down the leg. Perfect, just letting that one go. And same on the other side, just swapping legs. done, take one leg forward, go into a hamstring stretch. Lifting that leg up for a bit more down the calf. Good. Coming back up, the same on the other leg. So pulling that leg up. Perfectly coming back to stand, rolling those shoulders back. Perfect. And that's going to be the end of this session. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. Let me know below any other videos you'd like me to do. Do leave me a comment and I'll see you in my next video. See you later.